Good morning, bedheads and sleepy breads. Welcome back to the Thursday sleepover where we're going to be playing some more Night in the Woods. How is everybody doing? First of all, congratulations, Brian and Bells and Blue for first, second, and third, respectfully. And also, hello, Bells and Brian and Blue. How's everybody doing? As I was getting ready for stream, I always keep thinking about the idea about, like, what stream success actually implies. And I never truly kind of like thought of it because it's like, is it a number? Is it, interactions? Is it like, I don't know. Like, I never thought about it. But then at one point I saw that first, second, and third were taken. And I'm like, I think that's success. I think success, the stream is successful if all three of the ranked redeems are taken before I go live. If I get those three taken, that means it's a successful stream. And we did. So therefore it's already a successful stream. That means I can go. All right, see you later, guys. Ba-doom. I would hit the end screen, but I can't. I can't commit to the joke. But good morning, everybody. How are you? How are you guys doing? How's your weekend been? Or your weekend. How has your week been so far? How has your Thursday been? How's your Wednesday been? I'm sorry again, everybody, that we couldn't get the thing done with Solarcy yesterday. For some reason, her internet was just... like, without going into details, because obviously I don't want to put Solarcy on the spot, but essentially every time she tried to go live, her bitrate would just, like, nosedive. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, let's not go live then, because no one wants to watch a stream that is buffering every couple of seconds, you know? That's no good. I think that's a reasonable time to be like, yeah, let's not do that. Let's pick a different day. Yeah, Blue, she's I think she's streaming right now still, actually. So I think she got it fixed. But I think we were playing around with it for about half an hour yesterday prior to, or after she had already been trying some things out. So, like, by the time we had kind of been like, I don't think this is working, it had already been like, it was already like 30 or 40 minutes past, when we were supposed to go live. So both of us were just like, you want to just not? And it's like, yeah, let's just say that. Let's just, let's not and say we didn't. Easy. Oh, sorry. I'm very underslept, as per usual. I think this is day 3 of bad sleep, so I'm starting to do the wonderful feels. You had Tuesday off for the 4th and took Wednesday as a personal day, mostly just playing Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster in that time. Very nice, Brian. I hope that you enjoyed the heck out of it. Final Fantasy VI, that is with... is that with Kefka? Or Kafka? I'm not sure how you're supposed to say the name. Yeah, I think that's 6, isn't it? Or is that 4? No, that has to be 6. I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, though. That's the only problem. Because I've never played it. I've watched someone else play it, and they basically gave me, like, the rundown of just like, yeah, so this, and this happens. Oh, that's right, and it is with Terra. Oh, wait, Brian, that's the one that has mechs in it sometimes, right? Not Max, mechs. Mech. Mech. I don't think it's going to happen. M-E-C-H. S. Mechs. Nope, it's not. The subtitles are not down for that word, but you know what word I'm talking about. I don't even know if they're called mechs, but they're like... how to say it? They're like walkers, basically. I'm pretty sure that's 6, but I'm not confident. Max, yes. No, Blue, I didn't say Max. I said mech. It won't do it. It will not do it. Magitech armor. That's the one. To the Rider's armors from Mega Man X. Yeah, exactly. Magitech armor. That's the one that I was trying to... Magic Jack. You know what? These subtitles are not meant to ever comprehend the power that is Final Fantasy VI. That's clearly what the situation is here. Though it can write that name, FF6. Yeah, I can write that. I'm fighting with my subtitles right now. I'm having a beef. We're on break right now. We're taking a break because they're just... I don't feel like my subtitles are listening to me, you know? So we're on break. We're on break right now. Oh, I'm so tired. I have this lovely thing where these days, I don't know where this anxiety is coming from. Because when I go to bed, I don't have it. You know, like I will look at my phone, look at the alarm, and be like, that is the alarm. We're going to wake up, because we basically never miss an alarm. And when we do, we have to be truly, truly unconscious to like miss an alarm, which basically never happens. So naturally, my brain's just like, yep, that's the alarm. All right, we need to wake up every 20 minutes, almost on the dot, to make sure that we didn't miss the alarm. I specifically remember, I think it was 6 times between 12:40, or so no, 10:40 and 11 a.m. Because I just remember being like, oh, shit, no, oh, check the alarm, and it's just like 10:43, and it's like, you know, put phone away, go back to sleep. Oh, shit, no, grab phone. You know, like 10:46, and it's like, The last one I remember is 10:58 before I think I passed out until like 1. And then I woke up at 1. And I was supposed to wake up at 2. And then at 2, I'm just like, just 15 more minutes. I just need 15 more minutes. And then I didn't wake up from my alarm. I woke up from a phone call from my parents that they're just like, hey, we'll be there in 2 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I'll be down. They're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just a little bit tired. You know, me laying in bed, barely able to hold my phone. Roll out of bed, quickly put on some pants and a t-shirt and socks. Rush downstairs. And they're just like, we know that you probably didn't have breakfast, so we got you a sandwich from somewhere. And I'm like, oh, bless your heart. Oh, my God. I think my family knows me too well. Funny you mentioned that, Will. I just got a call from my parents. They're in Atlantic City right now. Ooh, are they on vacation then, Brian? Aw, thanks, Will. Yeah, exactly. Well, like, my dad's the one who called me, and he doesn't really like calling, but he'll call me because my mom normally drives everywhere. So he's just like, hey, we'll be there in 2 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's just like, yeah, we even brought you a sandwich. And I'm just like, that's pretty cool, actually. Thank you. And he's like, yeah, I really had to, like, fight your mom on that, though. You know, I had to, like, grab the wheel and pull us towards this one place so that we'd actually get there. And I'm just sitting there in my head just like, Mom suggested this. Mom absolutely was the one who said they were going to get me a sandwich. So I'm just like, oh, man, Dad, that's so cool of you. I appreciate that, Dad. And hello, not the big boss. How are you doing today? No. You're misunderstanding. I was in bed when my parents called me today telling me that they were going to come to visit in like 2 minutes. And my dad was telling me just like, yeah, we got you a sandwich. Your mom didn't want to go get you a sandwich. So, you know, I really had to fight her on getting that sandwich, even though I know for a fact my mom was the one that's just like, we should probably go get Will a sandwich before we get there. So my dad was dramatically proclaiming how he like pulled on the wheel to make sure that he could, so that, you know, like we went into the area or into the plaza where they got the sandwich. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, Dad, you totally did that. That's great. Fantastic. Yep, on a mini vacation also, AC is only an hour or 2 from you. Hell yeah, Brian. I hope that they have a good time on their little mini vacation. Funny enough, you say that, Brian. My parents are on a little mini vacation right now, too. That's why they came to visit. There's like a motel, like, I think an hour and a half from where I live, that they kind of like, in the area is very like nature trails and like scenery. So they're just like, yeah, we just rent a motel and then just like sit outside and have a coffee and some cookies, and then we just go on to some nature trails. Because, I don't know, I guess that's what old people do. Ah, got them. They can't even defend themselves. Got them. Sounds like a lovely... It honestly is, Bells. I remember once when I lived way, way far away from where I am now. Like, so far away, like it's like a 7-hour drive from here. And hello, Syrinx. They came out to visit me because they were like, yeah, we're going to go on a vacation. And I'm just like, that is a 7-hour drive, you psychos. They came out there and they did like the whole like, yeah, we don't want to intrude your space, so we got a little like motel like kind of outside of the city, blah 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 blah, but we're gonna come visit you because we want to see what's up, we want to look around a bit, and also we want to go into a nature trail with you. So they drove me out to like this nature trail, which was really, really nice. We did that for like, I think we were out there for like 2.5 hours. And then they came back, and then they're just like, all right, yeah, sweet, that was fun. All right, I hope that you have a great rest of your day, because we're going to go to our motel, and then we'll leave again tomorrow. And I'm like, you guys drove 7 hours here, went for a hike with me, are going to stay in a motel, and then you guys are going back on a 7-hour trip. You psychos. Actually... No, I won't tell that story. That's not an important story. But yeah, you gotta love a family like that, right? Especially when they come visit, because it's always just a little, like, how to say it, like an info dump. You know, just like, hey, so we did a thing, we brought you some stuff, and my mom will always bring me some cookies, and I'm like, mother, please, I am a fat lad. And she's just like, stop it. And then she'll smack me on the shoulder slightly. And she's like, I brought you cookies and you're going to eat those cookies. And I'm like, I will eat those cookies because those were like my favorite cookies. She's like, I know they're your favorite cookies. And I'm like, why do you bring me my favorite cookies, Mom? And she's like, because I'm your mother. But I'll always get, like, the little lowdown, you know, just like, oh, so this is what's happening with the family. You know, this is what's happening here. Oh, my God, did you hear about, like, you know, this, our neighbor, this, and they were doing that. And, oh, this was happening. Oh, and also in the Netherlands, this is what's happening with family right now. Da-da-da-da. And I'm just sitting there just, like, happily eating my sandwich, just like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. Was the Cookie Monster confirmed? Oh, my God, Brian, I am not good at self-control, which is why I try not to keep sweets in my apartment, because I know I'll just be like, ba-ba-ba-ba. How long ago did Mom and Pa Sleeps Not visit? Not the big boss. This was 2 hours ago they left. Like, this was today. They just popped by, brought some stuff, and they... Bells! I mean, this is for everybody else, but Bells! They brought me 3 strawberry plants! So I swear to God, on this chat's honor right now, this is me proclaiming to the world, if David kills one of those strawberry plants again, I am proclaiming a Deus Vult crusade on all birds. I will go to war. I will cause harm. You can kill... Blue, David is a good boy. Bells, you can kill David. Destroy him. Will take Jerusalem. I will at least take David's head. As far as I'm concerned, David is the head of Jerusalem when it comes to the metaphor. I will drag his ass. I'm probably after stream, because I don't use the mesh anymore, because all the plants are of like a big enough size that they'll survive. Plus for some reason the birds leave them alone. But I don't trust the strawberry plants, so I think I'm going to put a mesh around the strawberry plants specifically, because it also happened to my parents' strawberry plants that the birds kind of dove on them and just tore them apart. So I think I just need to put like a little safety net around them. We just can't get away from that. And that's fine. That's pretty easy to set up. What I have right now, I can probably make it work. Just I can redistribute the way that it's set up. So it'll probably work. I can probably even use the old posts in hindsight. But yeah, that's the general plan. I'm sorry for the rambling, by the way, as I mentioned. But for those weren't here for that, I'm very, very underslept. So there's gonna be a lot of rambling and talking and just tangents and an occasional yawn, I say, because I could feel what coming on. I'll just cover my mouth though when they happen, but you'll know I'm yawning when I do this. The moment that you see that, you know that my hand is over my mouth. Yawn compilation when? That's not interesting. A rabbit ate one of my cucumber plant. That rabbit hole is no longer occupied. Not the big boss. Did you kill Kaju? Is Kaju dead? Oh, maybe it's Ujak. I feel ya. I woke up less than an hour ago. Well, welcome to the world of the living, Bells. I hope that you had a good time. Also, I hear that you nerds had some good success yesterday. Wait, what did I walk in on? Hello, Cobalt. How are you? Always good to see you. Ooh, Jack! Sometimes I think Ujak. Yeah, that's the one thing that they don't tell you, Blue. He's the opposite of Kaju in every way. He might be, like, evil, but he's also very wholesome. Ujak is like an eco-terrorist. Several may die, but in the process of doing so, we will save this planet. Ujak. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, Cobalt, how's your little stream vacay going? I hope that it's going well. And yeah, sorry, I'm just in a full ramble mode at the moment. I'm very tired. Oh, okay, this is really random, and I don't know. It's nice and relaxing. Thanks, I'm glad to hear that, Cobalt. I don't know if anybody's heard about this, or even cares, but apparently for the new Yakuza game, there's a YouTuber named, what's his name again? Young Ya? I think it's Young Ya. And he's going to be voicing the main boy. What is it, Kiryu? Like Kiryu? Kiryu? Well, it says Kitty now. I don't know what that means, but Kiryu? Nope, it's not going to do it. It did it once. But apparently, yeah, the main voice actor is going to get changed to a YouTuber. And, like, there's this weird stigma that I'm, like, hearing about more and more as I'm, like, kind of diving into, like, voice acting stuff. Where, like, there's a weird stigma towards, like, YouTubers being voice actors. Where, like, some places will flat out be like, oh, yeah, like, you know, your demo's really good. The audition went really well. Like, yeah, we look forward to working with you. And then I'll be like, oh, you do YouTube content. Never mind, we took somebody else. And it's just like, what? Yeah, I saw some discussion about this online. It's crazy, Cobalt. It makes me think of the people that do the whole, like, I don't know if you've ever seen that meme before. The idea of, like, how to say it? You know, the whole, like, the boss is just, like, about to interview you for the job, and, like, it sounds like you're gonna get it. And they're just like, you know what? Everything that you learned in school, forget about it. And they're just like, well, I didn't actually go to school for that. And then they're just like, oh, never mind, you're not qualified for this job. And it's like, Qu'est-ce que fuck? Pardon me? Like, did you not just say that everything you learned in school you should forget? Did you not just say that literally schooling is unimportant here because you'll just teach me everything anew anyway? And if I'm a blank slate, I'll probably learn even better? Ugh. Tired Will is opinionated. I should probably just quit stream and sleep. Not that I will sleep, but it would be a good idea. Anyway, sorry. I don't know. I just think it's weird that that kind of a stigma is there. Like the idea that a YouTuber can't be a voice actor. Not before you finish your sneeze compilation. But Blue, I can't sneeze on stream anymore. We know this. Blue, we know this. I like grab you by the collar and like mildly lift you off your feet, just like shaking you like really like strongly, but with like a slowness due to the sleep. Just like, I can't do it. I can't sneeze anymore. Why don't you understand that? Why don't you understand I can't sneeze I can't sneeze anymore. Okay, I dropped Blue. You're right. I'm sorry, Blue. I saw a commercial that said, forget everything that you know about slipcovers. So I did. Then the commercial tried to sell me slipcovers, but I have no idea what they were. Commercial, I did everything you told me to. I'm so confused. No, pick me up again. You were being lifted by your collar, Blue. This scene was not a comfortable scene. It was like, I don't say, like, it was like a dramatic, it's a borderline aggressive sort of idea. I mean, a decent chunk of the must-have university degrees and not a specialized one is just proof that you can do it as opposed to needing anything you actually need to learn from the degree. Cobalt, that's actually a solid point. It's just like, no, you need a degree. You need to have gone to university. Oh, well, for what? Doesn't matter. You just had to have gone to university. We just need you to be horrifically in debt. That's what we need from you. Oh my god, is it my turn next? Piggyback ride puck. No, this is not a lifting up in kindness, Bells. This is a grab by the collar situation. You're not listening. Also, for most, YouTube is a hobby and voice acting is the actual career, so it's not fair. Exactly, like Pro ZD, like he talked about this a little bit, where he's just like, yeah, I almost lost a couple of jobs and lost at least one job that he recalls, where they were just like, oh, you're a YouTuber. No. Which is maddening. It's maddening. If you're in debt, it's easier to hold this job over your head and abuse you. Yeah, Syrinx is kind of where my brain went to. Everyone must go to college, boomers. I don't entirely disagree with that statement, though, Brian, because there is something to going to college, if nothing else than for the maturing aspect of it. I know I definitely changed a lot as a person, you know, living in my own place, having roommates, having to like balance like a social life with school and, you know, like balancing a budget, etc. In that case, I don't think it's entirely bad. But at the same time, I agree that it's one of those weird things where it's coming from a generation that could work their way through college expenses with a part-time job. No homies support homies by lifting each other up. No, this is an aggressive pickup, Bells. I don't know why you don't understand this. Little Karibo said the same thing happened to him. Yeah, see? I once lived with this guy named Will. That's a shame, Syrinx. I bet he was a terrible roommate. I'm not reading the second half of that sentence because otherwise I might be proven wrong. And also, yeah, have a good dinner, Syrinx. I don't know if I said that already. My memory is slowly saying right now. If anything, if you want to judge them based on their YouTube, at least watch their content and then make a decision. It's essentially a great portfolio. In some cases, yes, absolutely, Blue. Like ProZD again. Like a lot of his videos are voice acting, coming up with silly characters. Like Little Karibo, like Cobalt was saying earlier. Like they do the abridged series. You know, I don't remember which one Little Karibo is part of, but like, you know, it's just a giant portfolio. Just like, yeah, I play this character and this character in there. Behold, the Yu-Gi-Oh series. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was Yu-Gi-Oh or not, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to look dumb in front of the dudes, Cobalt. Fair point. Thing is to me that I didn't go to college, but still ended up having a full-time job, a car, and the experience of both owning a house and renting an apartment. Well, there you go, Brian. Like I said, I don't think it has to be for everyone, but I don't think it's bad for everybody to go to school. But I also am a firm believer in, like, college being free. So, you know, that's a whole other freaking thing. But I mean, that's an opinion that I don't think everybody shares, though. You know, it's one of those neat things that you like look to like Europe. You know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they still have this, but Germany, at least like a decade ago, had it that if you went to school there, like to college or university, it was free, and I think that there was subsidies to help with housing. Like, especially like resident housing. And it was basically just like, yeah, you show up here, you get an education. We'll obviously have some incentive to keep you here because like social brain drain is a bad thing for countries. And ironically, you know, this coming from Germany. For those who are not affiliated with history, during a particular time in German history, they had a moment where there was a brain drain. Brain drain essentially being that like the intelligentsia, which is the population of a which is the portion of the population of a country that is like academic and like research. If there is not a lot of them, or if they are leaving for other countries, it will cause a brain drain effect on the country, where essentially, you know, like your top minds are leaving the less qualified, which obviously they're probably still functional, but you don't have your best and brightest, you know, like they're leaving, which is what was actually happening during the World War II, or just prior to World War II Germany, where, oh my God, dude. Okay, I'm gonna try to touch on this very shortly. This is why I made sure that I had the just chatting. But during the Manhattan Project, which was like the American-British collaborative, you know, atom bomb research, they believed that Germany was miles ahead of them in terms of like nuclear and atomic weaponry research. Like they truly believe like Germany is going to make an atomic bomb before we are, and they're going to drop it on Britain, and they're going to end the war with it. What was happening in Germany is they were having a brain drain. One, because a lot of the intelligentsia of that particular country was seeing the writing on the walls and was leaving. And also, another fun thing, a lot of the intelligentsia was, drum roll, come on, take the guesses now, 3, 2, 1, were of Jewish descent. And guess what was happening to them? That's right, they were fleeing for their lives. So Germany had a mass exodus of literally like their academics and their research and their like geniuses. They were fleeing the country or were flat out being helped being helped to be removed by the Allies. Like there's a bunch of different like really intelligent Germans who were just Germans. Like, you know, they weren't affiliated with any kind of a thing. They literally just were like, yeah, this is not a good place to be, I think. I really do not want to be helping this National Socialist Party. I do not wish to be part of it. And basically the Allies were just like, we will get you out of here. And he's like, that's what's be very good, thank you. And so one of the smartest that remained, who was given the power to essentially do this is not a good place to be. Exactly, Brian. You get it. I don't remember what the guy's name is because I always forget his name. But he remained behind because I don't think he was very into the current government's ideals, but he believed himself to be very intelligent, and he was very intelligent. Unfortunately, because he was working on the atomic project for the Germans, they basically forced him to be a propagandist as well. So he was taken to a lot of social parties and displayed as like a, behold, the smartest mind in Germany. Because unfortunately, in a state where fascism is a thing, they need the propaganda. And one of the things that they do is they display their best and their brightest, you know, like, behold our best. He is going to be the one that's going to, you know, like, win us this war. And you know what he could have been doing while he was being dragged to those parties? Working on atomic research. Which he couldn't do because he kept getting dragged away. Also, this is the last thing I'll talk about, and I apologize, I'm just on this ramble right now. Because of fascism, and specifically the National Socialists, I'm going to say that because obviously Twitch does not like the N-word, like the, how to say it, this particular N-word, the 4-letter one. So I'm just going to call them the National Socialists. The National Socialists, because they were so up their own ass when it came to the idea of like Aryans and the flawless race, they believed that there was an Aryan math, quote unquote, and that the scientists of their country should not use, quote, Jewish math because they were out of their minds. Can you imagine? Like, just picture this for a second. Like, go back to, like high school math, okay? Whether you guys liked it or not, just go to high school math for a second. And, like, imagine that you're doing that math for a living, and then one guy comes up to you with a gun on his belt and a particularly dangerous-looking outfit and says, yeah, I don't think that you would be wanting to use that math anymore. We wouldn't want you to think you are being a little non-nationalist. We wouldn't want you to not be showing your patriotism, would you? You know what happens when you're not being a patriot for the great country of ours. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll use your math then, which is legitimately inferior and not standardized or modern. And then you have to also make sure that you're making an atomic bomb. Hey 4B, how's it going? You will serve the party and only the party. Yeah, exactly, Brian. It's nuts. It's freaking nuts. And the most insane thing is, like, this will be the final thing, I promise. They were so Oppenheiming. We're specifically talking about the German version of this 4B. But I'm sorry, Blue, I'm sorry. A lot of the scientists, because of the brain drain in Germany, were not as competent. So what was it? There's a report at one point that, Mama Am, thank you so much for the hydrate and the stretch. I will get to it right now. All right, we'll do a quick stretch, and as we're stretching, we'll continue to talk about it. So we're going to reach into the air. So yeah, there is a report, and then to the left, there was a, and to the right, there was an accident where they were trying to work with something in particular. I don't remember exactly what it was. And we go back. And essentially, one of the scientists, because they weren't as competent in their field, and shake out your wrists, he mixed two things together, which caused a fiery explosion. Now, this immediately engulfed the man in flames. This was not the head scientist. This was one of his assistants. Now, anybody worth their weight in salt would have known, or at least in scientific salt, I suppose, would have known in that particular moment to have covered him in a blanket, because the particular fire there was a specific compound based. So it needed oxygen to be removed. Well, instead, one of the other assistants, in a panic, threw water on him, and the material that he was being burned with reacts to water violently. So, if I recall correctly, that assistant did not survive. Yeah, that's what the lead guy had to deal with. Also, good luck, 4B. That sounds like a lot of whiplash. And how are you doing, by the way, my man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Hold on, let me really quickly remember. Head of the German Atomic Project. Heisenberg. That's it. Werner Heisenberg. He did his best. But, it did not work. Surprise. Like putting water onto a grease fire. Oh, bells. I'm so happy I've never had a grease fire before, but I've watched videos and those scare me. Like when they dump enough water that the grease spills out. Oh. Actually, that reminds me for a second. Doing all right? I'm awake still. Shouldn't you be asleep, 4B? Isn't it time to go to bed? If not, then, I mean, by all means, continue to hang out. Always appreciate having you here. Once when I was in high school, our chemistry teacher was displaying to us how alcohol worked when it comes to fire. So they had a little beaker that they put in sand. Like, you know, the beaker was placed into a bin of sand so that if any spilled out, it would land on sand and it would be okay. And they took one of those, you know, like long fire starter ones that you use for like barbecues, and they're just like, check this out. So this is how alcohol works. They were talking about how alcohol has like, you know, like a pretty low, like ignition state, and how it evaporates very quickly. So it makes a lot of gas. So it has an easier time burning because of just the way that it goes. Like, I don't know the full stuff anymore because I'm unfortunately not too well versed in chemistry, but so, you know, lit it, and you start seeing the fire, and they're just like, yeah, now check out what happens when I pour some water into it. And they grab one of the beakers. They have two beakers. One has alcohol in it, and one has water in it. And they look exactly the same. And so they pour some of the clear liquid into it, and the fire gets a little bit bigger. And they kind of startle, so they like pull the thing back a little bit, and there's just enough that some of it spills onto the side. And luckily, that's exactly why the sand was there, right? The sand catches it absorbs the alcohol very quickly, so the fire goes out. But they're just like, whew, okay, well, that was the wrong beaker. And some of us are just like a couple of the class are like, oh, and I'm just like, oh, that's neat. Look at that. I didn't realize that if you poured more alcohol into alcohol, it would actually like make the flame bigger. That's kind of neat. I learned something that day. But then, yeah, then they poured the water into it, and like the dilution, the diluting of the alcohol kills the fire, which is just like, it's a very neat thing. But because I got to see both of them, or I guess because the whole class got to see both of those things in action, even though accidentally, we actually learned more, you know? Like, we actually learned more about how it works because of that, just even by just a little bit. Because you're just pouring more alcohol into it. So it's just like, oh, okay, so, like, it does just, how to say it, you literally add fuel to the fire in a very real sense. Whereas, like, if you pour water on it, you dilute the fuel source. Probably would be in a very similar state as, like, how to say it, when you have, like, damp wood. Like, you can technically set damp wood on fire if you force enough heat into it, but it's gonna be very smoky and unpleasant because it's burning very poorly. This is a very unimportant topic, and I swear this is the last topic before we get to Night in the Woods. I promise. I know that I've promised like 3 times now, but I'm terrible when it comes to topics. I was watching somebody play Days Gone the other day. They were roaming around, and, you know, like, for those who don't know, it's an post-apocalyptic, you know, like, zombie game where the Zambambos came and most of society has crumbled, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Go around, big open world, bunch of, like, bad people all over the place, a couple of, like, established places that have their own, like, inner dramas and such. But they were going out into the woods, and they had found, like, this camp. And the camp was actually, like, well made for all things considered. You know, like, they used a trailer, or like an actual trailer, and they used like, this long tarp that they attached to the trailer and, like, pulled it out in order to make, like, an area that was very dry, you know, at least from, like, the general elements. If you put anything under it for the majority of the time, it would probably remain mostly dry unless it was very heavy wind. And then their wood pile was next to that tarp. And it drove me up the wall that they would not put their wood pile under the tarp where it would remain dry, because obviously in a post-apocalyptic state you would want dry wood for the evenings when you need both warmth and need light. A very pointless little detail, but it upset the hell out of me, because it's like it is like a wet area, you know, like it rains relatively frequently. You can see that the area is, like, humid. Just like, why would you not put the wood under the tarp? Why wouldn't you do that? What freaking dipshit did this? Was it Davidson? It was Davidson, wasn't it? And Davidson's just like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be, I thought it made sense to me if we put it outside the tarp, you know, we managed to keep it. We managed to have more room for ourselves. And it's just like, damn it, Davidson. No, not David. Davidson. Goodness. I try to keep one imaginary character going, and everyone just presumes I'm thinking of the David the Pigeon. No, I'm talking about Davidson, the incompetent boob who is perpetually anxious and therefore keeps fucking things up. I feel you, man. It's the same when I see a bike rider who sits too low, or an adult riding a child's bike. Oh, when you're just like, why would you do this to yourself? Oh, Davidson. Yeah, screw Davidson. Yeah, Davidson, not David. David will get his just desserts one day. Honestly, if I ever hear a pigeon on the balcony at this point, I just walk over to the balcony and just go, hey, get out of here. Fucking Davidson, right? He tries his best, but he's anxious about fucking up, and he's too focused on not fucking up to, like, actually put his full focus on the task, and therefore he fucks up. Davidson is not a bad individual. He just keeps causing problems. And everyone gets more and more upset with him, and he just doesn't understand that if he just lets go of his anxiety a little bit or stops focusing on it, everything would be better because of it. Life would be better. His life would be better. Everybody's life would be better. I don't remember how Davidson came into existence, but he did. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and play some Night in the Woods because I have been rambling for almost 50 minutes. That's a lot of minutes. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do Night in the Woods. 10 more minutes. No. I'll probably still ramble regardless, not the big boss. Also, oh god, the heat's starting to happen again. Let me check one more thing. Sorry. Had to check something for a second. I'm very distractible if it isn't too obvious. This is one of those days where I should have been like, heck, night in the woods. Let's talk about MK Ultra. That's pretty cool. Your longest is an hour and 40. Did I seriously at one point talk for an hour and 40 minutes? The frick did I even talk about for an hour and 40 minutes? I don't even have... How to say? I don't even have enough topics for an hour and 40 minutes. Scratch, 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 scratch. Laptop. Let's see. Let's be real, though. A lot of us are guilty for this. This laptop is basically May's phone, you know? Wake up, stretch, look at phone. How the heck does that line go again? Oh, how does that go again? Woke up this morning, should I drink water and stretch? No, no, I'm gonna drink 3 cups of coffee and smoke a cigarette instead. And then I go on social media until it's dinner time. Yeah, smoke some weed. Hey, Kaju, how's it going? And also, Kobo, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. No, sorry, I gotta finish that. I gotta finish that off. Yeah, smoke some weed and then a binge eat. Then I got a little time to complain on rhyme. Online, I'm anxious. Why is God doing this to me? Ooh, it's a mystery. What can it be? Possibly it's all your apathy. Sorry. I listened to too much Tom Cardy. The newest one that I'm listening to is his short called Lo-Fi, and it's so freaking good. It's so dumb. It's just the idea that he is affected by a sickness known as lo-fi. And it has a great line though. That's I've been traveling too fast, a little too close to the sun. And I don't know why. I really like that line. I think it's a great line. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. And also, wait, I'm still supposed to do the stretch. I did the hydrate already. Cobalt, thank you. All right, we're doing another stretch, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to participate. So help me God. You're dead to me. No, it was important. All right, we start with the up. And this time, we're actually going to count. So we're going to reach up to the sky. Feel that stretch in your shoulders and in your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we stretch to our side until you feel it in your side. Specifically, we're leaning towards our right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to stretch to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to stretch back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to shake out our wrists. We don't shake our wrists out enough. We need to make sure that we're doing those things. And now open up your spread your fingers as far as you can and make a fist. Spread your fingers, make a fist. Shake, shake, shake. Done. Nice. We just shook the stress out of our hands. Just some happy little shakes, you know? Just make those happy little shakes. Just wave those wrists out. Just really beat the devil out of those wrists. Sorry. It's like one of my favorite things about Bob Ross. Just the whole like, yeah, just smack the, how to say it, just dry off the brush. Just smack it against that post. Really beat the devil right out of it. It's just such a good line. Wink. Oh, wait, wink. That's always the better side. I always should do this side. This side likes to be a little bit funky sometimes. No, it's working. Can you tell I'm more distracted than usual? Haha. All right, we got to at least do the thingies. All right, click. Hey, I'm at work all day. Just saying, if you want to say hello, I'm here to be helloed at. Aww. B, they like us. There's another sneeze that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, chat. Update. The little robot smells a little weird. Not sure what we missed there. Anyway, hey boyo. I work all day. Very bored. Work sucks. Crap Falcon, more like it. Nice, nice. Back to this mystery game. We're here because we need to be blue. This is a mystery that we must solve. Did he move the stuff? Did he move the boxes? Nope. Yeah, Dad put him here, but he should move them. It's only fair. What? No. No, I went for the door. Night in the Woods is fun, Blue. There is no game. This is a game. Look at this game. Look, we're talking about a bird. I wonder if you could learn to talk to if I could learn to talk to birds. I think we did this already. Floating island. Jeez, I'm old. We gotta go talk to Mom. Going for a bike ride. No problem at all. Not the big boss. Have yourself a great bike ride. And, I don't know, own that road. If a car tries to get near you, elbow the window in. Just shh. And they're just like, dude, what the fuck? You're just like, you're in the freaking bike lane, bitch. I got 8V batteries for that. Nice. Or 9V batteries for that. Do you just use them like a small grenade? Just, ha! Eat it, nerd. Run over the car. Boom, Blue gets it. Morning. Oh, sorry. Morning. Long night? Yep. Remember those big robot things from the food donkey? Mm-hmm. You were scared of those. Cried your little eyes out. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. Mom looks tired. I'm worried about Mom. I don't remember this at all. Mm-hmm. You okay? Yeah. Just been doing boring adult stuff. What kind of adult stuff? I'm adult stuff. Just like budgets and... Sorry, just like budgets and bills and numbers. A lot of adulthood is number stress. That sounds bad. I'm bad at numbers. Oh, I remember. Oh, well. I'm gonna head out. Mm-hmm. Have a nice day. Mom! Mom is getting... Mom... I don't like it. Mom's got, like, the... eyes. And I can't tell if they're... eyes or... eyes. You know? I can't tell if they're sad eyes or tired eyes or angry eyes. Mom! Don't be mad. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Or I'm too old for this heck. Maybe that's what Mom's feeling right now, you know? Heck these numbers. I'm going to Denny's. Take this car. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. I don't think I'm in a good state to actually be streaming, but I'm gonna anyway. We're gonna total all of them. Be gone, nerds. Crimes. I'm doing crimes. Points to hat. Also, one of these days I need to remember to reset up my my Leap motion controller. It's not going to be very valuable for these streams, because, like, you know, I'm gonna be having my hands on the keyboard, but whenever I'm doing the talking stuff, I really should plug it in, because it's just like, why wouldn't I, right? You guys get to see my hands move around. That sounds interesting. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm blowing smoke up my own butt. Did you know that people used to blow smoke up people's butts when they died because one time it worked? So they had those kits everywhere for a while because they believed that the how to say it? It happened once to somebody because the ashes were mildly hot And so when it entered their rectum, it basically sent like a surge of pain through their system and it woke them up. This is a true fact. I'm sorry that I've done this to you guys. Hold on. I'm sorry this has to happen now. Blowing smoke up butt. What was the name of those devices again? One moment, everybody, please and thank you. Device. That'll probably get me there. Ooh, is this it? The tobacco smoke enema. There it is. It's one of them. I don't think this is the one exactly that I'm thinking of, but we humans are weird. Oh no, it was the tobacco smoke enema. I love, because I think it happened to somebody who drowned, and I love the fact that someone was like, oh, blow some smoke up their butt. Now, interesting fact that I learned kind of recently. So apparently, they found out, I think it's with pigs specifically, but they have the capability to, I don't remember exactly the science behind this, but they're technically capable of like mildly sustaining oxygen in their bloodstream through their butt. Like, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's very strange. Essentially, a pig could be submerged underwater, and as long as like air is kind of like being funneled into its butt, if I'm understanding the science correctly, it can technically survive for a longer period of time because their large intestine is also pulling the oxygen out and is like moving it into the bloodstream. And it's fascinating. It's insane that someone thought that this was possible and that they tried it, but it's the Bells, I just find things. I don't know how I find things. And how did they find this out? Probably the same way that people stuff frickin' tobacco smoke up somebody's butt and they woke up and they're just like, brilliant! I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm not saying that this isn't done by people made out of madness. But it is a thing. And it's weird. But it's interesting. Essentially, there's some thought process that potentially... Ooh, what is it again? I believe the general process for the research is to figure out a way to make this work with human beings, specifically from the perspective of somebody who had a sudden loss of oxygen in their system. And it's basically the idea, like, you know how like an enema when it comes to water is actually potentially an emergency hydration. It's much like an IV, like a saline drip. Because like a saline drip technically is like a hydration thing, right? This is basically that version, but from an oxygen perspective. It's very preliminary research, but it's essentially a way that they're thinking that this potentially somehow, if they can understand how it works and how they could make it work on people, it would be like an emergency way to get a decent amount of oxygen into the bloodstream for somebody who's been denied oxygen for a long period of time. Essentially, instead of like forcing their lungs to start working again, this could be a way to essentially be like, okay, while we're trying to get them to start breathing again, we're also going to put oxygen back into their lungs so that we don't get brain damage. And whether that works or not, that's fascinating. Like, that is an insanely interesting concept of just being able to be like, oh my God, this person is not breathing, whether their heart has stopped, whether there's a, like a blockage, in their windpipe, whatever it might be. Somehow this person is not getting air, and we're not getting it into them fast enough because we can't do it on the fly. Like emergency response people would not be able to do it quickly enough, potentially, especially if they've been without oxygen for, let's say, 5-10 minutes. You know, that's dangerous because the brain does not deal well without oxygen. It dies without oxygen. And just the idea of us finding a way to basically kind of like force some oxygen into the blood temporarily to give people a fighting chance? I don't give a fuck how weird that is. It's still fascinating to me. I just hope that they're not torturing pigs trying to figure this out. That's the only part that I'm worried about. Anyway, back to the game. Ramble over, I promise. I don't think I've ever read this plaque before. What did I come in on? Hello, Scott. Sorry, I'm rambling about a whole lot of stuff. Essentially, real quick summary, some scientists preliminarily have found that there's a potential that pigs can actually take in some oxygen through their butt, and preliminary research suggests that that could potentially mean that much like an enema for like a quick hydration thing that human beings can do due to the large intestines being able to pull water out of itself and into the bloodstream really quickly, there's preliminary evidence that might suggest that in a situation where a human being has been deprived of oxygen for a long period of time, be it drowning, be it a blockage of the windpipe, or maybe even damage to the windpipe, or potentially the heart stopping and therefore the lungs also not functioning properly. Their preliminary research would suggest that there is potentially a way, should we understand how humans work for this capacity, that we can actually make sure that we can give the human body a quick dose of air into the bloodstream directly. Well, semi-directly. Not in the form of bubbles, but in the form of how to say it, like it being carried in like a potential liquid substance, for instance. And that potentially has a very, if that is functional, it has the potential to save lives from people who have been deprived of oxygen, and we can't get oxygen into them very quickly when emergency personnel arrive. Essentially, it's a really interesting thought process towards us potentially getting oxygen into the body when the body is in a position where we might not be able to do that. Ling, hello, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. How was Darkest Dungeon 2? I think it was Darkest Dungeon 2. Yeah. Hello, Ling. And hello, everybody else. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will. You may call me Sleeps. You may call me WillSleepsNot. I am an insomniatic ADHD dyslexic Vtuber who plays a variety of games, and on Saturdays, I do art. If that sounds appealing to you, then by all means, sit back, relax, get comfortable, and enjoy yourselves. And if not, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'm melting. Me too, Ling. I'm also rambling about the most maddening things, so I'm sorry in advance. I drowned when I was 4 and died. If only they had put up I've only had that to put up my ass back in the 70s. I'd probably be much different. Well, technically, Scott, this all stems from the idea of the tobacco smoke enema, which people believed back in the day would shock people back to life. Okay, I have to stop writing. I'm already out of air from laughing about blowing air up my butt. I can't stop thinking of blowing air up my butt. So I can breathe back. You're good. You didn't see me yelling at characters in Darkest Dungeon 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Leg. I was only there for a little bit at the beginning. I saw you set your party up. Imagine you're on a beach. All right, we're picturing this, Scott. It's some 4-year-old child dies. Well, they're at least drowned. Doesn't necessarily mean they're dead. Some dude runs up. Let me blow smoke up his ass. Yeah, and then everybody gets confused. And in that moment of confusion, it works. To be fair, though, Scott, for the specific situation of the tobacco smoke enema, I never remember the name of the device. It's the same device. It's a very similar device that they use for forges. You know, the thing that it looks kind of like a half accordion that you blow. It's like a bellow, I think is what it's called. Bellows. Yeah, it's like a very small bellow, essentially. like it's like the size of like, oh, how big would it be? Be like about 3 times the length of like a standard phone if you put it lengthwise. Like if you put it long ways next to each other. It was about that long, if I recall correctly. Like you bought these in kits, like an actual kit with like the ashes and the smoke and the bellow, and it was just like, it was there. It's freaking crazy, but still, I'm just saying. Like, hold on, legitimately, hold on, let me find it. I need to find the kit specifically. There it is. Today I found out. That works. All right, hold on. Chat. There you go. Very first image on the right. That's what it looked like. That was the kit that would come with it. That's a thing. It is actually a thing. Tobacco smoke enema, because back in the day they thought that tobacco had healing properties. Or at least medicinal. It had medicinal purposes of some sort. Again, Ling and those who came along with her, I'm so sorry. I am very underslept, so I'm willing to talk about a lot of dumb topics right now that at least to me are fascinating. I mean, let's see, what have I talked about? I've talked about that. Yeah, hence blowing Spobo, yes. Yeah, exactly, Scott. The saying is real. It's based off a real thing. And the only reason I know about this is specifically because I was just like, this is a very strange saying now that I think about it. I wonder what the origin is. And then I looked it up and was like, oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Again, chat, I'm so sorry. Yeah, exactly, Scott. I've learned things from you, and now I've repaid the favor. You are now aware about tobacco smoke enemas. You're welcome. And also the strange reoccurrence of it from a potential perspective of saving people's lives. That might happen. Very preliminary research as far as I'm aware, but still fascinating as hell. All right. I'm going to do a quick reading here. Then we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break because I need to go and wash my face because I'm sweating so badly. All right. Arnold A. Apple Bomb? Would that be bomb? Will, did you try the ice trick? I did! The problem with it, Ling, is that I was doing it in the kitchen and the ice only stayed in... or the cold only stayed in the kitchen. So the kitchen was really, really cool. So every time it got too hot, I would just walk over to the kitchen and just be like, ah. Wait, did I miss what's sitting? Yeah, Blue, where's the sin? I don't think there's no like, this is correct and this is incorrect. This is literally just me going like, hey, this is a cool thing that I learned recently that I think might be funny. How to say it? It's both knowledge that can be a fun little like, tell it at parties. It'll make people chuckle if you like, phrase it properly. Get a bucket of ice for your room. I will need to get a lot more ice cubes in a bucket first, Ling, but I might actually take you up. I might continue that thought process today. The problem is a lot of the ice went into my drinks so far because I'm chugging a lot of borderline ice water. But yeah. I'm not sinning, Blue. How could you? A father to all workers, a grandfather to their children, a great-grandfather to those children's children. It keeps going like that for a while. Erected in 1910. B has this dude right outside her window. Consistently. Arnold Stalker Bomb. Where? Who? Wait, where was the drawing? I don't understand. I don't know what we drew. I don't know what we drew. It's 97 here today when it stormed. And now it's in the high 80s. I can't do the transfer off the cuff, Scott, but I think it's hotter for you than it is for me. The big problem here right now is it rained really heavily. So now it's just like the heat is evaporating the water. So everything is just pure humidity. Like, I don't think I'm sweating. I think that water is condensing on my face. You know what I mean? Like, water's touching my skin and it's just like, yeah. Here. It rained here too, so it's just disgusting. I feel you, Blue. I feel you. Look at this boy. When did I not see this boy? David. Hey. Grr. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hello. Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be, like, Russian. So, like, me broski. Yep. Up here on my roof. Yep. Come to hunt some dusk stars. I think that became more the count. I am not good at Russian accent. Definitely. No, definitely. Come have look. Oh, it was a look. Wah! My eyes! Filter. Ugh. Hello? Stars. You? Got one. Target acquired. Found one. Wait. Subtitles. Oh, now your work. Found one. Let's have a look. Sterling the Seer. Is it Sterling? Sterling. Yes, Sterling the Seer. How come I've never heard of these guys? By the time they got to these rare stars, the well-known myths and legends had been taken. Oh. This one, Sterling, is a tale of the world changing and leaving one behind. These are all gonna be bummers, huh? Was he not psychic? Yeah, this makes more sense to me. Was he not psychic? Who can say? Do we believe any tale occurred? Either way, one day his king met a new sage, an astronomer, and she showed the king how the planets and the stars orbited in regular patterns and why. And the king kicked Sterling out of his quarters, for the seer had long told the king a different story about the stars. Did Sterling believe his own story? That sounds fair. Yeah, no. Did Sterling believe his own stories? I believe he did. Well, that's how things go. Is there no responsibility to care for those whose labors, even one's universe, are suddenly replaced with a new one? Are they obsolete? That's how life is. We were just talking about, sorry to go back to the tobacco smoke situation. Technically, that's an obsolete thought process, but we're taking the idea and pondering a new version of it. So technically, it's not obsolete. It's just in the sense of that, it's just in the sense of that it's... No. I think it's no. What is to be done? I don't know. Isn't there some other job the king could give him? or some way where he doesn't have to be useful to the king in order to survive? It is one to ponder. The stars, they make one think. Oh, then the last one must be in here somewhere. No? Oh. You. Talking to quiet. Boom! Found one. Let's look. Ooh. Ah, yes. Simon the Fighter. She's got a gun. Simon lived in a good land, but under every good land are the roots of oppression. And in this land, those roots took hold and choked out all else. That was very poetic, Mr. Chazovsky. No, I like that. I like the poetic. That actually, I love poetry, stuff like that. Thanks. I was just reading the summary off my phone. At least he's honest. We appreciate a man who's honest. Oh. We may not have signal, but we have Wi-Fi. Anyway, when the borders closed and the curfews began, Simon and her comrades began to plot. They infiltrated, they sabotaged, they freed prisoners. Very nice. Simon was one of the first to be identified, but she evaded capture even as the wanted posters went up. As whispers of her grew throughout the lands, more and more of her neighbors prayed in the night that Simon would be their salvation. Oh God, she died, didn't she? She was eventually found and murdered, but her murder sparked like a, or her death probably sparked like a martyrdom, which became like she ended up just becoming a symbol for the resolution. Was she? We do not know where Simon was buried. Ah, God damn it, I knew this wasn't going to be happy. We don't know when things boiled over. She led a charge against the palace gates, and behind those gates were cannons. Oh no. Many years later, when the mass graves were exhumed, her bones were mixed with so many others, it was said that she lives on in the bones of all of her country. Jeez, that's so dark, and sad, and spooky. That is history. That is both of them for today. Neato. That's sad but cool, right? I love history like that. It's very dark and sad, but still. Wow, that was pretty great. Come by again. Couple days. We shall hunt the stars. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break because I need to go wash my face. But also, we're going to try and make some progress with this game, I promise. I know that I talked for basically an hour and I apologize for that. But to be fair, we were on just chat. So I'm completely in the right to have done what I did. Alright, you guys know the drill. If you guys can. We are going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break if you guys can and are able to. I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to drink, grab yourselves something to eat. I did it in the wrong order. No, I need to do it again. Hold on. I don't deserve this hat. I'm not doing crimes. I'm doing goofs. Let me try again. Man, does my freaking character look like different with that hat on. Regardless, we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break if you can and are able to. I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back in a few minutes, and I will see you guys very soon. Lo-fi. Sorry, that song is now forever stuck in my brain at the moment. Oh, thank you, Blue. That's very kind of you, and thank you, Bells. Always appreciated. Sorry, the lo-fi song is now complete. Stroopwafel is now completely stuck in my head. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. It's just such a good little song. I can't get over it. I just love the intro. And just, I woke up this morning in a very unusual way. Not bad, just warm and fuzzy with a little bit of latency. I went to the doctor, and this is what he said. Oh my God, how are you not dead? It's just, oh, it's so good. It's so smooth. Sorry, it's just a great, I love it so much. It's just such a great song. And then of course just like the actual chorus where it's just like, you know, like, you've got lo-fi. Hey doctor, can you check my temperature real quick? Lo-fi. You're 1,000,000 degrees, but you're still cool as shit. Can you dig? I dig it. Lo-fi. I've been flying too fast, a little too close to the sun. And now I'm ready for a slow flight in lo-fi. Such a good song. Ah, all right, we're back in the game. And never Blue, nice try. Hey Matt, how's it going? Totally what's up, oh yeah, totally what's up, Selmers? You know what's good? Off the top of my head? Not bleeding in your chair. Wait, not bleeding on your chair in junior high. Not falling into a trash can and puking on yourself. Not totally injuring someone during your first kiss at senior. That one's really specific. We're gonna pick that one, I think. No problem at all, Blue. Thank you for lurking. Always appreciate you having you here. Blah, 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 words. All right. Not seriously injuring somebody during your first kiss at senior prom. I was gonna say these fruit snack thingies. We used to eat them in grade school. Oh, right. Those were really good. Did that other thing happen to you? Nope. Want to hear a new poem? Nah, maybe another time. Sure. Sometimes I like fruit snacks out by the train tracks. Decent. A juice box and headphones. I enter the juice. Whoo! All right, they enter the juice zone. Jeez, those are like all I want now. You made them sound so real. I can taste the atomic dino snacks and the blue clear squeezer? I think it's blue squeezer. Thanks. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry for losing my mind for a second there. I think Mr. Chazokov. There you go. I think Mr. Chazakov's up there again. Oh, really? He's gonna fall right on this stoop one day. No, he's not. I can see the water tower from my back window. Seems a fire up by there. Seen a fire up by there the other night. Wonder if who was up there. Ooh, information. You're gonna make my dog anxious. And she poops a lot when she's anxious. I mean, that doesn't really affect us though, you know? That's an issue, not an ish me. Why does that child run with their arms perfectly straight? Tell me that somebody else saw that just now. I mean, they're long gone now, so I don't know if I can be like, there they are. Also, can we just appreciate the leaves getting kicked up? Who are you? We haven't talked to you before. Oh, we can't talk to you. Well, there was that option, I guess. Way to take that joy from me. Whoa. That dude was blazed out of his mind. Do you see him? His eyes were more red than ours were. Oh, wait a second. It's pretzel stealing time. But first we talk to Fishman. Wife long gone, kids don't care. Tunnel fish are always there. Haha, yeah, man. Oh God, please don't listen. I'm sorry? Wait, we gotta talk to her first. Free pretzels. Ah, yeah. Don't worry. I know exactly what to do before we grab the free pretzels. Oh, hello? Hi, it's May. I remember. Oh, sorry, I remember. Old clock upstairs ain't stopped yet. What did you want to tell me about Granddad? Well, I only said if you really wanted to know. Yes, yeah. Oh, haha, yes. I do want to know. You got a history of troublemakers in your family. On your dad's side in particular. Oh? Go back far enough, you got folks that were around for real hard times. When the workers went up against armies. Oh yeah, I kinda remember something about that. Great. I think I had too many greats. Regardless, Grandpa or whatever. Might have had the number of great wrongs there. Well, there you go. I don't feel so bad anymore. I'm sorry for lurking. What do you mean, Kaju? You're fine. Your presence is appreciated. I have been crying in the desert. Oh my God, it's okay, my dude. I'm totally cool with just being background noise. That's how I find myself, at least. Your grandfather and I weren't around for a lot of the violence. That was before even our time. Nah, we were around to watch the tide roll out. And we'll need to talk again another time. I get tired. Oh, okay. Can I get you anything? I don't have any money. Nah, I'm fine. I'm just fine, May. We'll talk another time. Okay, see you. I'm glad I came down here. Are you boys and girls ready? We're about to... Oh, wait, before we do anything else. It's time for crimes. I have a present for you later tonight. Sweet. I'm down. I bet some rat babies would love a delicious pretzel. Bells, this is important. We need to be as non-suspicious as possible. Crimes, exactly. The minute that I even shift slightly, I'm just getting the hang of this. Crime complete. Wait, I could have gone the other way. See? See that guy? And also, that means... Okay, good. It doesn't show. Perfect. We gotta go feed The Babels. I don't remember. Oh, wait a second. I'm going the wrong way. No! Sorry, just loving the idea of May just being so, like, ridiculously out of shape. Just, oh god, why am I doing this? Oh god. I don't have core strength. I don't have strength, period. Arr, arr, arr. Just like me, for real, for real. Don't mind me, I'm just arguing with a video game dog. Technically crimes, but who's gonna stop me? Oh? Clipping through boxes, my favorite. One of the only glitches I've seen in this game so far. Rat babies! Alright, my little rat miracles. Time to eat. Oh, nailed it. Oh, there's more of you today. You need more food, yes you do. We did it. We fed the rat babies, which is a terrible, terrible thing to do because this place does not need rats. I know how this works. But still, it's too late now. But the babies are cute. Get down from there, Will. No! I gotta talk to our boy over here. Hey, kid, what you up to? Hey, adult. Nothing. Sounds good. I was gonna go down to the tracks. Did you want to come? Sorry if that sounds boring. You don't have to go. It's okay. Ah, jeez. Let me answer before you decide. I said no. Okay. Did you want to go? Ooh, that means we have 3 options today. Oh no. I can't remember this little fella's name anymore. Actually, I can't. Oh, okay. It's fine, it's fine. It'd be really boring anyway. Oh man, I didn't mean to make you sad. I'm just busy today is all. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. See you later. See ya. Yeah, we can change our minds, I'm pretty sure. Cat. Cat does not want to interact with us. All right, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to figure that out now. But what was I doing again? Oh, that's right. We gotta go and check on that buyer by the water tower. And we also gotta talk to Ma'am. See what she's up to at the... Man, that's a lot of graves. Look at this nerd. What's this guy's name again? If he's up here at least. His name was like Steve. Dan? Tom? He had a simple name. Not like a bad way. Just a nice lad. There you go. See a fire through the trees last night. Past these woods here. Weird noises. I just kept to myself. And they went away. That sounds spooky. Nah, that sounds spooky. Been around a lot of places. Ain't spooky by much, or ain't spooked by much. But out past that water tower? Yeah, that's a place where teens hang out. Let's hope that's all it was. In my experience, strange fire and strange voices ain't never been good. I wonder if they'll be back. Hope not. There's the water tower. Possum Springs. Sorry, everyone. I don't even know why I'm apologizing anymore. My brain's just like, just a reminder. You haven't apologized recently. Not recently enough. Get on that. Make sure that chat knows that you've done a bad. And it's like, what bad have I done? Frick if I know. We haven't talked to Mom. That's the problem. Hey, Mom. Can't talk today. Lots to do. Really? What could possibly be going on? Well, sweetie, we have a town council here today. And after that, there's the 12-step program meeting in the basement. Oh, wow. And I'm doing both the church budget and our budget at the same time. I'll leave you alone then. Thanks, hon. Oh, that's why Mom is doing the... Because she's tired. Honey, I really do need to concentrate. I'm sorry, Mom. Mom, I'm sorry. Knock, knock. All right, fine. Just us roaming by. Love. Peace. He's very nice. Yeah, and he can be like the first. A trial run. Where would you put him? Sorry, where would you put him? Oh, in the basement. Or in the old library? With all those books? He's not going to eat them. Interesting proposal, Kate. Yes, thank you for bringing this to us. I'm looking forward to us moving forward together on this. I will bring, it will be brought up at the town council meeting. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, troopers, move out. Those guys just argue with each other all day, though. Hey, Navek, how's it going? Sorry for missing you. How are you? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Also, do you have animated GIFs? Are those animated Navek GIFs? We have Make It Rain or Make I Train, whichever one we would like to name it. And the other one is Hey Listen. I'm going to call it Make I Train. You cannot take that from me, Navek. But also, hello, Navek. How's it going? How is the life and the day treating you today? Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Now we can talk to Kate. I think her name was Kate, right? Yeah. How are things? Okay, weird dreams. Want to talk about it? Not really. I dreamt about being trapped in a wall. Jeez. No, it was fine. I knew the rescue crew was coming in a few hours, and it was cozy, so I could take a nap, guilt-free. You feel guilty about naps? Wish I didn't. How's that whole thing with Bruce going? I am hopeful and positive. That sounds like what someone says when they're not. Ha ha ha. It's fine, May. It's going to be fine. Hey, listen. You know, if you ever want to talk or have any questions about, like, God, sure. You can always talk to me. It's kind of in my job description. Okay. Oh, I wish I could jump on the thing so I could give some random sermon right now. As we all know, members of the what the heck is it called again? Of the members of the church, we abide by 3 things. What was the first one? Love, peace, and joy. A utilitarian-style thought process, if any. And though utilitarianism is not technically related to that of God or his grand design, that does not mean we cannot utilize it towards the greater good of others. For you see, in the end of the day, is it not our task for the life that we were given to ensure that not only ourselves, but also those near us enjoy the comforts and the joys of those 3 things? Should it not be our duty, nay, our mandate to ensure that we leave the world a little bit better than when we first enter it. Where we meet every Sunday for a sleepover. Yeah, and I read a book. And welcome back, Blue. Doing well, really hot out here, but enjoying life. Oh my god, Navek, fucking mood. I had to take a break earlier because I just needed to go wash my face because I'm just so wet with sweat. And pray to our Lord and Savior Benjamin Toast. Yeah, I just put Benji on top of the what is it, the podium? Just sits there and just looks happy at the two of them specifically, right? Because one of you silly individuals gave me a larger scale Benjamin Toast, who should be like Benjamin Senior, and the other one is Benjamin Junior. Will, please continue being a cat. There are too many humans and not enough cats. I am only a cat when the game requires me to be a cat, Pavlov. In all other situations, I am something completely different. Sometimes I am a wizard. Sometimes I am just me. Sometimes I'm me, but without my hoodie and instead wearing a digital glove. Sometimes I'm wearing some kind of like futuristic pilot outfit. What are some of my other outfits? I don't even remember. Give me 1 second. Where's oh god, burp. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm a spiritfarer. Sometimes I'm a Jedi. Sometimes I'm a Mirror's Edge. There you go. I'm a parkour artist. Sometimes I wear a bow tie. Sometimes, yeah, I'm a wizard of some sorts. You're a wizard, Will. Uri. Have you tried being a sexy man? Yes, you have. Yep, and failed every time. 10 push-ups coming right up. 1 moment, please. If I come back completely tuckered out, I blame Pavlov. Just did a heck and die. Pillow to the face. Full, what is it? Scary Movie 3, where I just immediately crack my neck. If anyone's ever seen that movie. Such a dumb movie, but that scene in particular is really, really good. It's just like, how to say it. They start by making the, what is it, $1 million?
Oh, God gave you an ensuite, and that's fine. He gave me everything at bedtime.
In my bedroom and in my car. What is it? In the movie, I think it's $1 Million Baby, I think is the reference, where she like her neck on a stool or something. Stroopwafel. And then, but in like Scary Movie, because the Scary Movies are just a mockery of those particular movies, or just a mockery of movies or parodies of movies. Somebody breaks their neck, but then like everyone starts breaking their neck, and at one point there's a moment where one of like, there's like a, like the how to call it, the snacks and drinks guy in the stadium like throws a hot dog at someone, and it goes they break their neck when their head comes back. Such a dumb scene, but I laugh every time. All right, 10 push-ups. I'll be right back, chat. Chat, don't worry. I'm still here. I just have my headphones off. It's okay. I'm also pushing my chair away. All right. And we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 push-up. Where did the streamer go? Panic, Bells, panic. It's the only hope that you have. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry, I've been listening to a new podcast recently. Panicking. Anakin. I'm panicking. No panicking. Will can count to 10. I'm so proud. I can count to a lot further than that, Blue. Technically, I can count. I don't know what I could... How would... That's unintentionally putting a weird thought in my head. Like, how am I capable? How do I know what my capacity for counting is? Because I won't have enough time in my life to count all the numbers that I can count. It's just impossible. You know, like, you'll never count to 1 billion. You'll be long dead since then. But I know that I could count past 1 billion if I had the time to do so. So, like... And you know, like, you can do the whole, like, 565 trillion, 272 billion, 567 million, 275,152 point, 1057625 da 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 da. Just like, okay, well, I can count massive numbers, but I have no true proof that I can count anything between 0 and the biggest number that I can conceptually conceive. Like, even if I were to say that I could, I have no proof of it because I don't have the lifespan to do so. This is an oddly fascinating thought. Thank you, Blue. I don't know why, but I'm just kind of digging this thought process. I don't know why. Just the idea of just like, yeah, you can say that you can do it, but you are physically incapable of proving it. You would just have to go off blind presumption. And what does that get you? Where does that lead? What does that potentially get to? This is what happens when I'm tired. But this is more important. No one ever starts count from 0, though. True. I was actually doing a little bit of a thought process on, like, an animation that I would like to do one day. Because I have a series of, like... There's this series in my head that I would like to animate one day. And it would take so much work. Oh, my God. But I was thinking of an idea, like, involving a clock. And I started it from 12 and realized that I would have to count it as 0. But, you know, because, like, 0, 1, 2, 3, da 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 until 12. And then technically it goes to 13, count again, and then make it to the end until you make it back to 0, because you technically don't have 24 hours. The 24th, how to say it, you have the 24th hour in the sense that past the 23rd hour, all that time is leading up to the 24th, but the moment that you hit the 24th, you actually hit 0. Just simply due to the, you know, like the reset button of time, so to speak. And also, hello, Avatar. Sorry for missing your message. I don't know. I'm really tired, and for some reason, my brain's in kind of like a weird, like, philosophical thinking. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's philosophical. Maybe it's just unslept shenanigans. But regardless, yeah. And what do you mean, what? Bells? What is this what? Also, what you do is you have a computer generate successfully greater numbers until you don't recognize it. Once you don't recognize it, you go lower. True, but you're still under the presumption, though, Pavlov, that any number up until that point you can read or you can proclaim, and there's no proof of it until you say it. So it's one of those weird things where until you have physically spoken the numbers, you have no proof that you've actually done so. Even if you know you can read it, like I said, like if it's 3 trillion, you can say, you know, 2,999,999,999,999, you know, you can do that. It's very possible. But up until the point where you say it, there's no, like, physical proof that you've done it. And it just gets weird. And I don't know why, but I'm fascinated by this thought process. Willosophical? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it? I can't tell. He has more brain cells than I can count. Oh my goodness. Waxing willsophily and waxing philosophically. That, unfortunately, dyslexia will conquer this. But also, do we see this man? All facts, no print. Ah, thank you. That's pinned. As it should be. Wait. Oh my god, that reminds me. I'm sorry, Avatar, that's getting removed. Everybody, I'm sorry. I've almost forgotten again. We will be doing a 250 special stream. If you have a question that you would like me to read on stream and answer, please write it here. I am not spelling things correctly. One moment. I should have just made this message. Bam. The pin is being shifted, and I apologize, Avatar. But I almost forgot. 2 hours in, and I finally remembered. And thank you, I guess, Avatar. Yeah, there you go. That was supposed to happen at the beginning of stream, and I forgot again. But thank you, Avatar, for reminding me. Good job. I am also sorry. You're fine, Blue. It's fine. All right, we're going to talk to this otter boy. Hey, CJ? Yeah? You were, like, in high school when I was in middle school. Oh. Huh. Did I know you? You used to play nerd games with Tom Barnwell across the street from my house. Nerd games. That's quite a memory you've got. Do you live here anymore? Nah, just back visiting. For nerd games? They were like pen and paper role-playing stuff. Cool. But no, I'm just visiting family. I was about to say nerd games. I presume they're talking D&D. Husband's driving down tomorrow. What do you do now? Lawyer. Oh, wow. Can I ask you some law stuff? Well, I'm not acting in a professional capacity. But yeah, sure. What's the best way to rob a bank? What's the best way to get out of jail? Plot twist, it's Shadowrun. Oh, shit. Actually, I would love to do a Shadowrun game once upon one of these days. And by that I mean I'd like to sit down and learn the system and see what it's like. Also, nice try, Blue. I am absolutely allowed. I am absolutely allowed to go, nope, not that one. My buddy's doing one soon. Oh, nice, Navek. That's the what's the best way to get out of jail? Well, it depends on the situation. You see, like, would you dig through the wall or, like, attack a guard and take their pants and identity? Or, like, I don't know, just cause a riot or something. Huh. What's the best prison gang? Like, if you had to pick. You know, we don't really learn this stuff in prison school. Or in prison school, in law school. There we go. What is the point of, like, going to college if you don't learn useful shit? Law is pretty useful. Useful my ass, CJ. Jesus Christ, May, why are you like this? Sorry, welcome back. Have a nice visit. Bye. See ya. Oh my god. May is so frickin' socially awkward. You're welcome to sit by the game you want. I will consider it, Navek. I will ponder these pondering thoughts. Behold my pondering face. You What do you think, guys? What do you think these guys are going to talk about? What do you think these guys are going to talk about? Could it be that they're going to talk about the smelters? Blue, please. They've talked about one thing this entire game. It's the smelters. Sports ball. Bells gets it. 0.1 to Bells. Sunny again. Thank goodness. What's got you down? Ah, it's nothing. Hey, go Smelters, right? Yeah, go Smelters. Called it. I was about to say, like, oh shit. Am I ever about to get a curveball thrown my way? Am I about to, like, be, like, completely caught off guard? Are the Smelters rival of the Delters? Well, you know what they say. They who smelters Delters. Hardly even know her. Nicely done, Blue. Well done. Man, this is just such an example of, like, the older guys who don't know how to talk about their feelings. You know what I mean? Like, clearly the guy on the left here is struggling with something. And the guy on the right has a moment where he's like, I should help him, but I don't know how. So they do the one thing that they know both of them can do, and that is to cheer on a sports team. And that's, like, nice in a really, really sad way. He's just like, you for real, Pavlov? Are you not good at talking about your emotions? If so, that's okay. Most of us are bad at it. Now here's a man who loves statues. Don't get a lot of people getting statues made of themselves today. We're secure in ourselves, okay? We don't need statues to make us feel better. If I got a statue, I'd make them make me look real tall. Fair. It's other people's emotions I'm bad at. Like, if you say, my family member died, my immediately response is just like, oh, did you value their life? I mean, the sad thing is, Pavlov, I totally get what you're saying. Because in my head as well, it's just like, I am unsure of how to respond. I first need to know what your relationship was with this person. Because if you tell me that a family member died, and it turns out that you didn't like them and it's a good riddance moment, then me saying, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, you know, is not a good situation to be in. But also, you still want to be supportive. Yeah, no, Pavlov, I do kind of get where you're at in that case. I mean, my general go-to is just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because, you know, that's, I don't know how to say it. Like, that's a very socially acceptable. How did you celebrate? There you go, Blue. Hey. What are you doing outside my window? That should be a question mark. I don't know. Please go away. What you doing? Newspaper. What's in the news? Oh shit, they're actually about to tell us stuff. Oh god, Quantarax closing down next month, laying off at least 24 people. What's that? Place out past Brittle. Assembles tiny computer doodads. Oh, okay, yeah, someone I know. Someone I knew's mom worked there. Real small work. Bad on the fingers after a while. I bet groceries for a while. How's that? You put the cold stuff at the bottom, and then the veggies and the fruit, and then the bread on top. Well, look at you getting it all figured out. I love, this is such a great example of, like, human interaction, you know what I mean? Like, literally just like, why are you by my window? You know, go away. What you doing? Just like, oh, just reading the news. Oh, what's in the news? Like, oh, there's this happening. Just like, oh, I think I know somebody who worked there, or at least I know somebody that I know their mom worked there. And they're just like, yeah, it's like bad on the fingers, you know. And then, you know, it's like, I used to do groceries, and they're just like, oh, how was that? And it's just like, oh yeah, you do this, this, and this. It's like, oh, well, you know, looks like you figured it out. Like, it's this weird thing where like people will, if you give people any chance to like talk about themselves, they will. It's like a weird human trait. It's like one of those weird like lessons that you just kind of like realize, like, you want to start a conversation with someone, introduce yourself, or just like friendly approach, use some sort of an icebreaker, even if it's just like, yeah, this is pretty crazy, right? And then just ask them a question about them. And if you want to keep that conversation going, stay engaged. Like, if they tell you that they work in da-da-da-da-da, just like, oh, what's it like working there? Just like, oh, this, and this. Oh, well, what makes it this, and this? Like, oh, well, this, and this. And it's like, oh, that's really interesting, actually. Like, I think I know somebody, blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, oh, that's neat. It's just like, yeah. Like, I don't know their experience well, but you're helping me explore what they might be going through. Boom. You've started a conversation. You just made an acquaintance. Now, mind you, some people are not going to want you to talk to them. And that's okay. Give people their boundaries that they want. They deserve to have that. I don't think I can get up there. Nope. Hey, what do you do for work? I'm trying to figure out how valuable of a person you are within capitalism. I'm trying to figure that out because I've lived in the system my whole life and being taught that that's how you value people to fit into society. Message received. I'll stop talking to you. Pardon? Oh, I see what you're saying. Just like, thank you for the information. Goodbye. There was a thing that I saw recently. It was like a... what was it? It's like a skit thing. I don't remember what the heck it's called, but it has a couple of the peeps from Dimension 20 in it, like Brennan and them. And how to say it, like, it's like an improv show. And one of the things was just like, Brennan, trying to explain the rules of the board game capitalism. And he starts, and the first thing he's like, the first thing that you need to know, the first rule is that the game has already started. Like, I just love that. That's how it's just like, the game has already started. And then he's just like trying to explain stuff in like a very like, yeah, if capitalism was a board game, absolutely. It's just like, there are basically two things. There are things that have value and things that don't, and those things are worthless. I haven't talked to this boy in so long. Angus. Hey, May. Hey, Angus. How's Videoland? Good. Good. Start of the Halloween rush. Got a pretty good horror section. Nice. You got a favorite? What, horror movie? Yeah. Ooh. Black Oaks and Scythe Sabaton or Sabbath. Ooh. Yeah, Pavlov, basically. Better get on their good side. Yeah, exactly. By the way, being poor is a debuff, and a lot of people have that debuff to start with. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Yeah. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Italian. Yeah. They don't mess around. Pretty colors. Pretty everything. Well, see ya. Bye. Why would we stop talking there? Angus is like my favorite boy. Oh God, water her for a second. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Aggressively. Try and stop me, I dare you. Give me a reason. Alright. We have to talk to everybody first. I think I got all the things out of the way. Oh, it's this boy again. Hey, dude. Hello. How's work going here? I don't know. It pays. I refuse to unload all of the rock salt by myself. It's not even Halloween yet. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, May. Sorry. Hey, May. How's the pickaxe? Trying to kill me. Unsuccessfully. Thus far, at least. What's so stressful? Well, on top of everything else, we're hosting that stupid Harfest play tomorrow. Oh, wow! Yeah. I'm never offering to do this again. What are you up to tonight? Nothing. I'm like super tired because everything about my life is exhausting. And I'm doing the work of like 3 employees plus a store owner. Even though I'm 1 employee and I do not own this store. Capitalism! Oh, weird. I thought for some reason that you own this place now. You'd think. But also no. I'd rather die. Literally make me a coffin. Using materials and tools from this store. And bury me anywhere else. Gee, that got intense. Ugh! Anyway, I'm doing nothing tonight. I can do nothing too. Fine. So are we doing this? No. Got a couple things. Okay, we gotta talk to them. We're not gonna be hanging out with Angus tonight, which I'm kind of sad about, but that's not a choice. So we still need to talk to our boy Gregory. We're gonna see what Gregory's thinking, and then we're gonna guess, and we're gonna choose which one we want to hang out with, and then we're gonna stop for the night. Because that way we have something nice to start with at the beginning of next week. So we're going to the Snack Falcon. And also we're not gonna go too much further because I am dead tired and I just want to lay down for a bit. You know the feels. Also, fruit ghost. Who would eat a fruit ghost? Not I, said the corporeal being. I would never be able to consume it. This is me doing something. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm doing something. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoa, what are you up to? And no problem at all, Brian. You have yourself a great night. I hope that you have a good sleep and good luck with the rest of your week. I would eat a fruit ghost. Yeah, you would, Bells, because you ain't afraid of anything. Whoa. What's up with you? I want to do something. Oh, okay. Okay, wow. You drink, like, all the coffee? This is definitely the one. I can't have coffee. Makes me anxious. Oh, fucking mood, dude. Dude, that's a mood. Oh, wow, that sucks. And it tastes gross. Double mood. Don't at me, chat. Don't even dare. Don't you dare at me. I can hear you. I can hear you atting me. And I'm not going to let you at me. Ah, oh, blue. Oh, blue. Oh, you did the thing. Greg is us for real. How are you? Oh, Pavlov. I'm doing fine. I'm just really tired. It's fine. I'm just being weird right now is what I am. Not if it's mostly milk and sugar. Seems like a lot of hassle to make something gross taste okay. Oh, it's like beer all over again. Good point. So, dude. Okay, I did one extra dude. Sorry. You want to do something? Ugh, I can't today, dude. Yeah, man, let's go. All right. Oh, man. It's cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, in all other forms of and all other configurations of being, we're going to pick who we're going to hang out with. That's what we're going to do. Who hang with? Greg? B? Mouseboy? Boom! Make your voices heard, for the poll is up. Up, 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 up. I should not be allowed to not sleep. I think it's dangerous for my health and everybody else involved. After Greg's comment, nope. Like, I obviously have a preference, but I don't want to be that person, you know. It's not my place to vote. This is chat's decision. Though I have this weird suspicion that we're gonna have a tie. Unless somebody uses their points to break the tie. Again, I don't know. I don't watch the thing go up and down. I just watch the timer run out. It's more fitting that way. It's Greg. We're hanging out with Greg. That's pretty cool. All right, well, in that case, then we're going to save right here. We're going to stare Greg right in his Greg eyes and appreciate his Greg existence. Old Greg. You get what you get. Old Greg gets what he wants. A strong man to hold him at night when it's raining outside. I didn't realize you could use points. I know, I try not to advertise it too much. But you still won, Bells. Gregalicious? Oh my god. Wait, did it spell it properly? What the fuck, subtitles? How could you spell that properly, but you can't do mech? Oh, I saw you do it for a second properly. You some bitch. Oh. Ooh. The subtitles are attacking me personally right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the subtitle, or it's back to the title screen. We are... Oh my god, I'm getting like delusional. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be laying down after this. Even if I don't sleep, just not being conscious is probably a good idea, because I don't know if you can hear it, but like, my leg, I don't think has stopped bouncing, and I'm trying really hard to make sure that my chair doesn't squeak because of it. But cover yourself in ice, please. Oh, like frickin' John from Garfield. To be cool, you gotta think cool. Of course, there are other ways to approach it. And it's just John just with ice cubes taped to his body, which sounds horrific. That sounds like torture. Regardless, let's go ahead and take a peek-see-poo as to who we can all raid tonight. We actually only have a few choices. Ooh, ah, ha, hee-hoo-ah-hoo-ah. Why do they in the when they out hot eat the food? Is that what you were going for, Avatar? Where go? Let's see, we got... Oh my god, no, she's back at the Yakuza Dead Souls again? Persona 4. Oh, why not? We'll also put Dishonored on there. Des... Gaia. Oh, that's supposed to be a G, not an H. Genshin Impact. Bada bing, bada boom. The poll is now up, friends and other sorts. Please, by all means, go ahead and choose where you want to go. Can you tell that I'm barely holding it together right now? Hey, Mandalorian, how's it going? We are just wrapping up for the evening, but thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm slowly... the thread is coming undone. Like a shirt with a loose thread, and a cat is dragging away the string. And slowly, the thing is unwinding itself. And I would scream, but it's already stolen the part of the thread that represents my lungs and my vocal cords. So all I can go is... But no sound comes out. Is that too dark? It sounds like that might be a little too dark. All right. Yakuza, we're going to Pandemonium. Let's go. Oh, well, I know. I'm sorry. Been doing good. Been playing Wii Sports all day, every day since it got to the Wii. Very nice, Mandalorian. All right. So first, Bells will yell at me if I don't do this. Socials. Twitter. Discord. YouTube, which is highlights and shorts, which will be shorts for a little while because I don't have anything that I want to highlight. I need to take a break from the highlights, otherwise I'm going to hyper burn out, and I know how that goes. VODs, ASMR now has 2 videos instead of just 1, and might potentially have a 3rd one in the semi-near future. And that's all that you need to know about. So, we are going to go ahead and raid Pandemonium. Well, it's not there yet, Blue, but we'll get there. ASMR Pog. Yes, Bells, because you totally love ASMR. But, all right, everyone, if you are subscribed, please use the top raid message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom raid message. My brain is shutting off. Let me hype you up. I appreciate it, Bells. Don't get me wrong. All right, I'm gonna do the outro, and then we're gonna head over there because thank you, liar. Thank you, liar. Thank you, liar. All right, you got me back. All right, outro. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. First of all, liar, hello and goodbye, because we were just raiding out for the evening. Thank you so much for sticking around, whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second. Know that you were super appreciated. I hope that you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night. Whatever time it happened to be for you. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you are drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time that might happen to be for you, I hope that you have, unlike me, a very restful sleep. Thank you guys so much, bedheads and sleepy breads, for stopping by the sleepover today. And I hope to see you at the next sleepover on Saturday, where we are doing art. See you guys over at Pandemoniums, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. First try. Nailed it. Bye.